Salute when you see me.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Marcus Mariota and the Washington football team versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They too come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On first down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Brady now on first down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Brady now on first down. To Evans on the slant. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady going to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. To throw is Brady. And he's got it. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they're led out by the former number 2 overall pick from Oregon in his 7th season now. It's Marcus Mariota.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
2nd down and 3.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run with McKissick. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Play fake. Mariota winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. 5-3 their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Mariota now. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Hawkins. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He gets it to Thomas. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far.
They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
A 1st down throw for Mariota, and he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action now. Mariota. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he he's brought down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Washington on third down.
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Mariota. This is complete to Hawkins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
The Washington offense back out there.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. 7 yards to pick up there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 41, Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. This will be caught by Brown. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Brady to throw again. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour of the trip up to Toronto, Canada, and it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Najee Harris, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Cole Beasley, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter, and they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Throwing, Mariota. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mariota's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's McKissick. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Here's Mariota. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with McKissick. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Mariota. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Evans once again the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Quick slant to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A handoff to Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Fournette once more on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Now Brady. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means him. Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Five yards remain on second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Mariota from the gun on third down. And Thomas has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mariota on first down.
A throw to the flat here from McKissick.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing is Mariota. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the ground with a tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
25 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. McKissick.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Brady now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Brady will try again on second down. On the right side, this is Miller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Jamin Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he finds Gronk. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And the Washington offense heading out. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Play action now. Mariota steps away. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Mariota to throw it. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. Mariota going to run the option right. The strong running. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's Brady and the Bucks. Down 24-17. Just under 2 minutes to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Now Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now left side on the swing pass. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back to throw, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Brady saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line.
To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. To Evans on the slant. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Washington,
the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.